Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Intan Rashidah. So as we all know that in general, communication is the fundamental process by which people share information, ideas, emotion, which encompasses various modes, including verbal and nonverbal expression, and serve as the linchpin of human interaction. So in this video, my partner and I will be presenting some information about communication in organizational behavior. So let us begin with what communication is all about. So did you know that communication is the basis of every interpersonal relationship? So communication forms the bedrock of every interpersonal relationship, serving as the primary conduit for understanding, connection, and also mutual growth. So it goes beyond the mere exchange of words, encompassing the nuance of tones, body languages, and also active listening. So in this circumstance, organizational communication occurs among several individuals and or groups, and how these people or employees communicate greatly affect the growth or the flow of the conversation. So the most important question here is why we need an effective communication. So essentially, effective communication is the vital thread that weaves through the fabric of our daily interactions, shaping the quality of our experiences and influencing our collective achievement. So let us dive in together on the function of effective communication. So effective communication function as motivation. The managers and organizational leaders use communication as a tool to motivate workers to work hard, achieve targets, and perform at peak performance. So they clarify what is expected of employees as well as convey the rewards that can reasonably be expected if targets are met. So these leaders also identify the necessities needed to assist the employees in achieving the targets and goals specified for each employee. So for example, a group of telemarketers who are paid on an hourly basis by their managers are given a target of attracting 100 new customers to visit their online store per week. So if the target achieved, the group will receive an additional 10% increment to their hourly pay. So by conveying the message in detail, the managers is motivating the group of telemarketers to strategize on ways to attract new visitors to the online store aggressively. So if the message had not been conveyed and communicated properly, the telemarketing employees will not be aware of their rewards, which can be a potential source for motivation for them. Effective communication can be function as information. So communicating information is necessary for getting work done. Information can either be conveyed from the managers or organizational leaders to the employees and also vice versa. Insufficient information will hinder the employees in completing a job or achieving a goal. So employees' feedback to the managers and organizational leaders is also a form of information sharing among members of the organization. So the information is usually obtained from the employees' day-to-day activities, and it should be a source of data for management in decision making. So at times, this information is vital as it assists the managers and organizational leaders in their tasks. The information could help these leaders to re-strategize and realign, understanding the issues and challenges faced by the employees in completing the works process and policies if needed. So thirdly, effective communication can function as control. So an organization uses communication as a means to control employees and their work environment. Corporate documents such as company policies and procedures, standard operation procedures, and the do's and don'ts for employees are commonly used as guides. So they form a mechanism to control the activities and work standard of the employees in order for them to do their job well. This is very much needed by the employees, especially those who are new to the job and workplace, as it will guide them to complete their tasks with minimal challenges. It is also a useful guide for management to measure the performance of the employees. So lastly, effective communication can be useful for interaction. Communication allows managers to interact with employees, and it also allows organizations to interact with their business partners, suppliers, vendors, agents, and also customers. Interaction can either be a formal interaction or informal interaction. It helps to fulfill business as well as social needs and obligation. So did you know that oral communication is the cornerstone of effective organizational functioning? Clear and concise verbal exchanges contribute to a positive organizational culture, promotes collaboration, and ensure that everyone is on the same page. So oral communication offers distinct advantages in various contexts. Its real-time nature allows for immediate feedback, clarification, and spontaneous adaptation to the audience. Through verbal exchanges, nuances, emotion, and tone can be conveyed, enhancing the richness and depth of the message. In face-to-face interaction, non-verbal cues such as gesture and facial expression supplement spoken words, contributing to a more comprehensive understanding. So oral communication is a dynamic and flexible, making it well suited for collaborative efforts, brainstorming session, and also quick decision making. So additionally, the personal touch inherent in oral communication fosters a sense of connection and trust among individuals, strengthening a relationship in both personal and also professional spheres.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Aziza Ashraf and I will show you guys the second type of communication, which is known as nonverbal communication. What is nonverbal communication? It is the transmission of messages without using words. Instead, it communicates through body language, hand gestures, eyes and facial expressions, psychological changes, space or proxemics, and personal appearance. What is the purpose of applying the nonverbal communication in the organization? Using nonverbal communication will help you to connect with others, effectively explain what their actions mean, and build stronger bonds with others in the organization. It also creates a positive, productive environment. Now I will explain each type of the nonverbal communication. The first nonverbal communication is general body language. Different body gestures communicate different meanings. It can tell from body language whether or not they are interested in what you are saying. For example, fidgeting and moving while listening to the sender during a discussion. This shows that the listener may be bored, disinterested, or uncomfortable. Moving to the next point of nonverbal communication is hand gestures. It might reveal a person's expertise and ideas. Because hand gestures are so culturally affected, different people perceive them differently. Hand gestures are a common way for people in the organization to support and improve their points in explaining and sending their ideas. Third type of nonverbal communication is eyes and facial expressions. Certain emotions can also be expressed without using words by making a face or a smile. Your eyes and facial expressions are so loud. From looking at you, I can understand what you feel. Certain facial expressions are necessarily to avoid in the organization, such as rolling your eyes. It indicates that you are uninterested and that boredom is present. It is important to control and be aware of your facial expressions and understand how your surroundings feel about your messages. Another example, nodding and shaking your head, shows to the receiver that the message has been understood. Fourth type of nonverbal communication is psychological changes. A person's changes in psychology might also reveal signals. For instance, blinking is a common reaction activity. On the other hand, if someone blinks more than normal, it may indicate that they are experiencing anxiety. You should be careful on how to react and count things down to deal with this kind of situation. Moving forward, the fifth type of nonverbal communication is use of space proxemics. It refers to the requirement for personal space, which is an essential form of nonverbal communication in the organization. A person's demand for space and distance depends on a range of situations such as societal standards, situational factors, personality characteristics, and familiarity level. It is so important to give a personal space in the organization because if you are being too close to someone, it can imply intimacy or aggression, while being too far away can imply lack of interest. Therefore, when addressing a group of people, you should maintain a personal distance of about 10 to 12 feet. Last type of nonverbal communication is appearance. In the organization, a person's appearance, such as the color of their skin, hair, and clothing, may also convey nonverbal messages. This is something referred to as making quick decisions about someone based purely on how they seem. First impressions are crucial because people often make immediate judgments without fully understanding the message they are receiving. Therefore, it is important to take care of your appearance in the organization, especially in interviews. The first impressions from appearance can really create a huge positive opportunity. That is all from me, Aziza, and my partner Intan. We hope you guys enjoy and learn about the effectiveness of communication in the organization. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.